Hello grade 10 students. Today I am going to do Year-End Evaluation 2019 Department of Education Northern Province paper, and this is paper 1. You get 2 hours. You already know there are two parts, part A and part B. Part A you get 25 short questions and each question worth 2 marks. And part B you get 5 questions. So you have to answer all 5 questions and one question worth 10 marks. And in paper 1 you get spaces. So make sure that you write all the answers in the spaces provided. So in first page you get question 1 to 7. Second page 8 to 15. Next you get 16 to 21. And then you get 22 to 25. Then you get part B questions. Question number 1, 2, 3, 4. And then last page question number 5. So let's do this paper now. Let's take question number 1. What is 5 over 6 of 360 rupees? So we can take 5 over 6 of, that's multiplication, 360. So 6 and 36, that's 6. So 60, 5 times 60, 300 rupees. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 2, simplify. Algebraic fractions addition. So you have to convert to the same denominator. So what's the lowest common multiple of 6x and 3x? That's 6x. So you don't need to do anything here. This one you have to multiply by 2. 2 times 2, you get 4. 1 plus 4, that's 5. You get 2 marks. Question number 3. A vehicle travels 220 kilometers within 2 hours. What is the constant speed of that vehicle? So speed is equal to distance over time. So what's the distance? 220 kilometers. What's the time? 2 hours. So when you divide, you get 110. And what's the unit? Kilometers per hour. 2 marks for that. Question number 4. Find the value of x angle. These two lengths are equal. If this is 65, this is also 65. Isosceles triangle. So what is x? 65 plus 65 plus x is 180. Sum of angles in a triangle. So 65 and 65, 130. And what is the value of x? 180 minus 130. You get 50 degrees. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 5. What is the arc length of a quarter of a circle with radius 14? So if I draw this, this is like something like this. 14 centimeters there as the radius. So arc length 1/4 of 2 pi r. 2 into pi, we can take 22 over 7 and radius is 14. 2 and this 4, you get 2. 7 times 2, 14. With this 14 and you get 22 centimeters is the arc length. So you get 2 marks. Question number 6. One factor of quadratic expression 9x squared minus 4 is 3x minus 2. Find the other factor. So what's that? 9x squared minus 4. This is difference between two square terms. Can you remember? 9 is a square number, 4 is a square number. I can write this as 3x whole thing squared and 2 squared. So if you can write down difference between two squared terms like this, what are the factors? You write one factor with positive, one factor with negative. So we can write 3x plus 2 and 3x minus 2. One factor is given 3x minus 2. So what's the other factor? So the other factor is 3x plus 2. So you get 2 marks. Question number 7. Write 5 to the power 3 equals 125 in logarithmic notation. 10 squared is 100. So log 10 base 100 is 2. So the index goes there. So likewise, 5 to the power 3 is 125. So log of base 5, this is the base, 125 becomes the index 3. So that's the logarithmic form. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 8. Solve the simple linear equation. So 3 over x plus 2 equals half. So when you get two fractions like this, we say we are cross multiplying. So when you are cross multiplying, what happens? 3 times 2, 6 comes here. 1 into x plus 2, that's x plus 2 comes here. Now what is x? Take 2 to this side. 6 minus 2, that's 4. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 9. Using the Venn diagram, write elements in set A intersection B. A intersection B. Common part for both A and B. So that's this part, 2 and 4. So what are the elements? 2 and 4. Second part, shade the A dash intersection B. A dash outside the small circle but inside the other circle. So we can shade this part. So you have to shade it properly. So this whole part. This part. So you get 1 mark for shading the region and 1 mark for this part. Question number 10. Which two consecutive whole numbers lies root 59? What are the square numbers? 64 square root and here 49 is a square number. 49 and 64. When you take the square root 49 is 7. What's the square root of 64? That's 8. So root 59 lies in between 7 and 8. So 7 and 8. You get 2 marks. Question number 11. Find the value of x. X is the exterior angle. What you know about exterior angle? That's equal to sum of opposite interior angles. So x is equal to 65 and 40. You get 105 degrees. So 2 marks for that. Question number 12. Solve the inequality 3x minus 2 less than 10 and show the solutions on the number line. So first you have to solve it. 3x minus 2 is less than 10. Take minus 2 to the other side. you get 3x is less than 10 plus 2, 12. Divide both sides by 3. Nothing happens to the sign when you divide by a positive number. So x is less than 12 divided by 3 is 4. So x less than 4. How you represent that on the number line? 4 is not included. So we draw an open circle there. So less than means towards left side. We can draw an arrow to this side. So you get 2 marks. 1 mark for the inequality and 1 mark for showing on the diagram. Question number 13. Write down the case that the two triangles are congruent. So we can see these two angles are equal. This is equal to this and this is the common length. So one side and two angles. So what's that? Angle, angle, side. So you can write A, B, O triangle and B, O, C triangle. Both are congruent because here you don't need to write down this, but I want to show you what are the equal ones. OB, ABO is equal to CBO. That's 30. Then BAO is equal to BCO. That's 90 degrees and BO is common. So side, angle, 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 side. That's the reason. So you get 2 marks there. Question number 14. Mean weight of 4 students is 47 kilos. When student with 52 kilos is joined, find the new mean weight of the group. So what's the value? For 4 students, 47 is the mean. So what's the total? Total for 4 students? 4 times 47. Then we need the mean of all. So 52 is the new one. And the previous total, we'll find out 4 times 7, 28. 4 times 4, 16 plus 2, 18, 188. That's the total. Now we have 5 students. Divide by 5 to get the mean value. 8 plus 2, 10. 9 plus 5, 14. And 1 remaining. That's 240. Divide by 5. 4 for 40. That's 8. So 48 kilos is the mean weight now. So you get 2 marks there. Question number 15. Find the lowest common multiple of the following algebraic expressions. 6a squared b and 9ab. We need lowest common multiple. So write in prime numbers 2 and 3. A squared and b. Here 9 you can write 3 squared. A and b. Now to find out the lowest common multiple, we have to take the highest power for each and every factor. 2 is maximum power is 1. When you take 3, that's square is the maximum power. A, that's a squared and b. So what's the answer? 3 squared is 9. 9 times 2, 18. A squared b. That's the lowest common multiple. 2 marks. Question number 16. A TV set worth 70,000 rupees is imported and 12% has to pay as custom duty. What is the price with the custom duty? If you buy for 100, you have to pay 12 rupees extra. So if you buy for 70,000, what is the new price? So you can say 70,000 into 112 over 100. 2 zeros get cancelled out. 0, 0. Multiply by 7. 7 times 2, 14. 7 times 1, 7 plus 1, 8. 7 times 1, 7. Now the new price is, with the custom duty, 78,400 rupees. So you get 2 marks there. Question number 17. Find the OC perpendicular length. When O is the center of the circle, length of AB chord is 12. This whole thing is 12 centimeters. And the radius of the circle is 10. This is 10 centimeters. How can we do that? We know that when you draw a perpendicular from the center to the chord, this becomes the midpoint. So these two lengths are equal. If this is 12, the whole thing, this is 6 and 6. Now we can use the Pythagoras theorem for the triangle, right angle triangle. So what is OC squared? Hypotenuse is 10. 10 squared minus 6 squared. 10 squared is 100. 6 squared is 36. You get 64. What is 64? It's a square number. 8 squared. So same square term there. So OC becomes 8 centimeters. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 18. Make A as a subject of the formula V equals U plus AT. So we need to make A. So take U to the other side. This becomes V minus U is equal to AT. We need A. So divide both sides by T. So what happens? A becomes V minus U over T. 2 marks. Question number 19. AB is a vertical drain. C point is on the horizontal ground. The distance between A and C is 10 meters. What is the angle of elevation of B from C? So this angle, it's not related to the length. If this is 60, this is 90, what is this angle? This is 30 degrees. 90 minus 60. So the angle of elevation is 30 degrees. So 2 marks for that. Question number 20. Find the equation of straight line that passes through 1, 3 point and gradient is 3. So what's the equation of the line? Y equals mx plus c form. But we know m is 3. I can plug 3 here. How can I find c now? We know that point is on the line. It satisfies the equation. So when x equals 1, y equals 3. Substitute to the equation and find c. So you get 3 here, 3 here, 3 minus 3, c becomes 0. So what's the equation? Y equals 3x is the equation of the line. 2 marks for that. Question number 21. O is the center of the circle. AB is a chord. OBA is 55 degrees. Find ACB, this angle. We know these two are radii. Both are equal, OA and OB. If this is 55, this is 55. Then you can find out this angle. The sum of angles in a triangle 180. So 180 minus 55 and 55, you get 110. So that's 70 degrees. What is this? Angle subtended at the center. What about this? Angle subtended on the circumference. So what is the relationship? This should be half of that. So ACB. What's the angle? 70 divided by 2. 35 degrees. So this becomes 35. Half of 70. You get 2 marks. Question number 22. Find the volume of the right angle prism with cross-sectional area 45 square centimeters and height 10 centimeters. So here, if this is a prism like this, cross-sectional area is given. This one is 45 square centimeters. And the length is given 10 centimeters. So what is the volume of a prism? Cross-sectional area into length. So volume is equal to A times L. A is 45 and this is 10. You get 450 cubic centimeters. Two marks. Question number 23. There are 5 red, 4 white, 3 green identical marbles in a bag. What is the probability of getting a white marble from the bag? Altogether, how many marbles are there? 5 plus 4 plus 3. 12. Out of 12, how many white ones are there? 4. So the probability of getting white is 4 over 12. You can simplify. Divide by 4. 4 times 1, 4 times 3. 1/3. You get 2 marks for that. ABCD is a parallelogram. ABCD. This is C. Find the value of X, this angle. We know opposite angles are equal in the parallelogram. If this is 110, this is 110. And we know this is a straight line. What's X? 180 minus 110. 70 degrees. You get 2 marks. Question number 25. This is the last question in part A. Sketch the loci of a moving point A which is equidistant to OP and OQ and 5 centimeter away from OQ line. So here this is a sketch. No need to use the compass. So I'll help you how to do that. So what you do? You need to draw a parallel line. How many centimeters away? 5 centimeters away from this. So what you can do, you can draw a perpendicular line first. So extend this line first. And what you do, you take the compass here and draw 2 arcs, and here again take the compass and draw the arc. And you can first draw the 90-degree angle. Then what you do, after drawing the 90-degree angle, you can measure 5 centimeter length and you take from here and mark the point. So we'll say this is 5 centimeter length here to here. Then what you do, you have to draw the parallel line. We can use 5 centimeter here. So we can draw a perpendicular to this one because this is 90. Again, draw a perpendicular to this point. So you can draw 2 arcs like this and then mark the other 2 arcs and connect. and you can connect. So what we do, intersecting point. Now we have to then draw the equidistance to OP and OQ. What's equidistance to OP and OQ? What's that? That's the angle bisector. So you have to draw the angle bisector now. I'll take different color now. Keep the compass here. You can draw two arcs like this and this one, and you can draw the angle bisector. Angle bisector and this line, let's say this is the line, intersects at this point. So that's the point we need. Sketch the loci of moving point A. So that's point A. Equidistance to OP and OQ and 5 centimeters away from that. So this is 90 degrees. So 5 centimeters to OQ line. So you can sketch it. So you get 2 marks for that. 1 mark for sketch the angle bisector and 1 mark for the parallel line and marking A as well. So 1 mark and 1 mark, maximum 2. So you get 2 marks here. So that's the last question in part A. So each question you get 2 marks. Let's do the part B section now. Part B, first question. This is about fractions. So you need to do 5 parts. A man gives half of his land to his wife and 1/3 of the remaining part to his son and the rest to his daughter. What is the fraction of land remaining after giving to his wife? Half only given to wife. So 1 minus half. You can write 1 as 2/2 minus half. You get 1/2. So that's remaining. What is the part that son got? 1/3 of the remaining. 1/3 of the remaining half. That means 1/6. What is the part that his daughter got? So daughter got the rest. So we have to find out the total parts that mother and son got, wife and son. So half and 1/6. What's the total? 6 is the denominator. So here 3 times 1, 3. 3 plus 1, 4/6 already gone. So what's the remaining part? So remaining part means 1 minus. Here this one you can simplify. 2 and 3. 1 minus 2/3. 1 means you can write 3/3 minus 2/3. You get 1/3. So daughter gets 1/3 of the land. So how many marks for these 3 parts? So you are getting 2 marks here and 2 marks for this part and 2 marks for this. 6 marks already given. How higher the portion that his daughter got compared to his son? So 1/3 and 1/6. So we can divide and see 1/3 divided by 1/6. That means 1/3 multiplied by the reciprocal. 6/1. 3 times 2. So 2 times bigger. Daughter gets portion that 2 times bigger than the son's part. If the difference between parts of wife's and son's portion is 200,000, find the total value of the land. So wife got half of the land, son got 1 over 6. So what's the difference? We have to find out the lowest common multiple. So that means 3 minus 1, 2 over 6. Or you can simplify and write 1/3. So that part is 200,000 rupees. 1/3 represent 200,000 rupees. So what is the full amount? Total value. That means 200,000 multiplied by 3. 600,000 rupees. The land worth 600,000 rupees. So how many marks for these two parts? 1 mark for this and 3 marks here. So 6 we gave and these 4, 10 marks. Question number 2. Following playground is consisted with length 56 meters, width 28 meters, rectangular part and 2 semicircular parts. So you have to find out the radius, arc length, perimeter. So let's do that separately. Find the radius of the semicircular part. This is the diameter of the semicircular part. So what is the radius? Half of that. Half of 28. Divide by 2. That's 14 meters. Find the arc length of one semicircular part. So you can use half pi d or half 2 pi r. So I'll use half pi d because d you have. Pi you can take 22 over 7. D is 28. 2 and this 11. 7 times 4. 28. 11 times 4. 44 centimeters. Not centimeters. 44 meters. How many marks? You get 1 mark for radius and 3 marks for finding the arc length. This is just one part. Find the perimeter of the playground. We found this is 44. So this is also 44. So what's the perimeter? Perimeter becomes 44 into 2 plus 56 into 2. This is 56. This is also 56. 88 and 2 times 6, 12. 2 times 5, 10 plus 1, 11. 8 plus 2, 10. So 200 meters is the perimeter of this ground. A runner runs 5 laps around the playground with a constant speed 5 meters per second. Find the time taken in minutes and seconds. For the 5 laps, 1 lap is 200 meters. So what is the total distance? 5 times 200. That's 1000 meters. That's the total distance. And the speed is 5 meters per second. So what is the time? Time is distance divided by speed. You are getting in seconds now. 200 seconds. How you convert to minutes? You have to divide by 60. Divide by 60. 0 get cancelled out. 6 times 6, 36. No, 6 times 3, 18. So 3 minutes. So 2 is remaining. So 2 is remaining, 2/6. Now we can separate it. This is 1/3. So 1/3 of 60 seconds. So we are converting to seconds there. 1/3 of 60 seconds, that's 20 seconds are there extra. So we can write the time in minutes and seconds. 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So the remaining part we converted to seconds. So you have to multiply by 60. So how many marks? So you are getting 3 marks for this one and 3 marks for this. So we gave altogether 10 marks for this question. Question number 3. This is about simple interest rate and rates. A man requires to pay 5,300 after 3 years to settle a loan. But as a result of not paying, he had to pay 6,000 rupees after 5 years to settle the loan. What is the interest need to pay per year? So earlier 3 years, but now extended to 5 years. So for this difference, for 2 years, he had to pay, what's extra? 6,000 minus 5,300. 700 rupees extra for 2 years. Now they are asking what is the interest need to pay per year. 2 years, 700 rupees. So what is 1 year value? So 1 year means 700 divided by 2. That means 350 rupees per year. That's the extra amount. What is the loaned amount? Now 350 for a year. So what is the number of years? Either you can take this or this to find out the loaned amount. So if you take 5,300, that's for the 3rd year. So 3 years passed. So what is the interest for 3 years? 350 per year. 3 years, the interest is 1,050 rupees extra. So 5,300 and minus 1,050 because we need the loaned amount. So with the interest, that's 5,300 after 3 years. So what is the loaned amount? 5,300 minus 1,050. 0.524. So 4,250 rupees. How many marks? 2 marks for finding value here. And 4,250, you are getting 2 marks. Part 3, what is the annual simple interest rate? So we found out for a year, that's 350 rupees. What's the loaned amount? We found out that's 4,250. For 4,250, the interest is 350. So you need the percentage rate. So you have to multiply by 100%. What's the value? 0 get cancelled out. 5 times 7, 5 times 8, 40. That's 5 for 25. Then again you can divide by 5. 5 times 20, 5 times 1, 5 times 7, 70. So now we can multiply 7 times 20, 140, divide by 17. So we'll roughly multiply and see, divide and see. 17 times 8. 17 times 7. We'll first multiply by 7 and see. 7 times 7, 49. 7 times 1, 7 plus 4, 11. What about 8? 8 times 7, 56. 8 times 1, 8 plus 5, 13. So that means 8 works. So we can put 8. 8 times 7, 56. 8 times 1, 8 plus 5, 13. When you subtract, you get 4. 4. So you can write as a fraction, this is 8 and 4 over 17 parts. So roughly you can write like this. You don't need the decimal answer. So what's the answer here? We got 8 and 4 over 17. You get 2 marks for that. Two marks. Part B. 4% of annual rates charged for 40,000 rupees assessed value of a house. Find the amount paid as the annual rates. So 4% of that value is the annual rates. So annual rates is equal to 4%. That's 4 over 100 into 40,000 rupees. So 2 zeros get cancelled out and you get 4 times 4, 16 and 2 zeros, 1,600 rupees. What is the quarterly rates as a percentage? Annual rates is 4%. So how you find out the quarterly rate? You have to divide by 4. So quarterly rates is 4% divided by 4. That's 1%. So how many marks? 2 marks for this part and 2 marks for this. So we gave all together 10 marks for the whole question. Question number 4. This is about pie chart and you have to answer the questions using the pie chart given. Following pie chart shows how a government officer spends his monthly salary. He spends twice as savings as food. Savings is just 75-degree angle. So what about food? Double of that. 75 times 2, 150. Find the angle of the sector for food. That's easy. Just multiply by 2. That's 150 degrees. If he saves 7,500 monthly, what is the amount he spends for other expenses? So 7,500 for savings. So this is 7,500. And we need to find out this. Before that, we need to find out the angle. So what's the angle? First add all these angles and subtract from 360. So subtract from 360, you get 90 degrees here. This is 90 degrees. We need to find out the number. 75 degrees means 7,500. So what about 1 degree? 7,500 divided by 75. That's 100. Then 90 degrees means multiply by 90. That means 9,000 rupees. So these are in rupees. So we can put 9,000 rupees for other expenses. So how many marks? 2 marks for 150 degrees. And 3 marks for finding this value. So 5 marks we have already given. Let's take the third part. What fraction is used for transportation from his salary? So 45 degrees out of 360. So that's the fraction. So when you simplify, we see 45 times 8 is 360. That's 1 over 8. What fraction is used for other expenses from his salary? We found out this is 90 degrees. 90 over 360. 1/4. As a percentage, you can write down 1/4 into 100%. That's 25%. So you can write as a fraction. I did extra part, 25%. So how many marks for these two parts? You are getting 2 marks for this answer and 3 marks for this. So altogether again, 10 marks. Question number 5. This is the last question in paper 1. It's about probability. Let's do that separately. A regular tetrahedron labeled 1 to 4 and a fair coin are tossed at once. Show all possibilities on the sample space diagram below. We can take this side as coin and this side as tetrahedron. What are the possibilities for a coin? Heads or tail. 2 possibilities are there. What about the tetrahedron? 1 to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then all possibilities you can take. H1, H2, H3, H4, tail 1, tail 2, tail 3, tail 4. So altogether we can take 8 possibilities are there. What is the probability of getting head of the coin? Head of the coin. So these 4 possibilities you can take. These 4, head. Any number with head. So 4 possibilities out of 8. That's half. How many marks are there? 2 marks for the diagram and 2 marks for this part. What is the probability of getting a prime number from the tetrahedron and tail from the coin? So I'll quickly draw this again. One, 2, 3, 4, heads, tail. These are the possibilities. Now they're asking getting prime number. What are the prime numbers? 1 in between 1 to 4, 2 and 3. Prime numbers and tail. Only 2 possibilities are there. Tail 2 or tail 3. Those are prime numbers. So what's the probability? 2 outcomes out of 8. When you simplify, you get 1 over 4. And what about the other one? A is an event of getting odd number from tetrahedron and head from the coin. So we'll mark the A event. I'll take red. Odd number from tetrahedron. What are the odd numbers? 1 and 3. And head from the coin. 1 and 3, head. So these are the possibilities you can get. That's A. B is an event of getting even number from the tetrahedron and tail from the coin. Tail and even. 2 and 4. Let's be. Show that A and B are mutually exclusive. No intersection between A and B. So there are no intersection, that means two events are mutually exclusive. So you can write A intersection B is an empty set. No intersection between A and B. So therefore A and B are mutually exclusive events. How many marks for that? So third part you are getting 2 marks. And the fourth part for the diagram showing A and B, that's 2 marks. And 2 marks for showing this. Writing down there's no intersection and no elements in A and B. So either you can use this symbol or just 2 brackets like this without writing any elements. So we gave all marks. So that's the last question in paper 1. Make sure that you do all the questions within 2 hours and then check your answers by looking at my video.